I got my fist, I got my pen, I got survivalism. Misery. Yeah, I like starting the day with a little misery. I've been doing it now for the last 300 days. What is this premium analytics reimagined? What are we talking about? I don't know what that was. Surprise ad. Maybe it's part of the new AI that they're installing in all Microsoft systems. They're just going to randomly show you ads throughout your day. No matter what you're doing, it just interrupts you. Uh huh. Anyways, this looks like a lo-fi stalker co-op slop sort of thing. Yep, Slav slop. Somebody played Stalker once and was like, look at how many kids are playing these games these days. I think I'll make one. Misery is a 1 to 5 player co-op survival game set in a nuclear disaster zone. Here, every day is a struggle, another drug juggle, search radioactive ruins for resources, build your bunker, craft weapons, and explore a weird, procedurally generated world with your friends. So it's random and doesn't make sense. Great. Beware of anomalies, monsters, and armed bandits. Armed bandits like those game developers trying to take your $6.99 or however much this is going to cost. They want 23, this came out on October 23rd from Platypus Entertainment, published by Etopia, and they want $13, double what I figured it was worth. And there's the roadmap. There's still way more to come. Great. So it's pretty much early access. Is that how they're trying to get around early access now? It's like, here's part of the game, and there's more coming for free. Trust us. Just give us the $13 now, please. We're starving. There's been a war that's been going on for 3.5 years, and we need to eat. So I get it. For fans of Lethal Company and Stalker, I'm not sure that those two people converge on a Venn diagram. I just don't believe it. You got 60 seconds to grab whatever you can, get to the bunker, then the survival begins. Oh, so it's also like Gone in 60 whatever. Danger anomalies, because of course it wouldn't be a zone without anomalies. Watch the original Stalker, and you will see how you've been lied to by video games for the last 25 years. Upgrade your bunker. Don't go alone. I will go alone. Life in misery isn't easy. Tell me about it, but it's a fun and interesting challenge. Now, I'm good with this. Rust Warhammer 40K pack? No way. Do I actually have to buy this? Oh my god. You can be an Imperial soldier in Rust now? That's actually kind of cool. I mean, you still have to buy and craft, or sorry, you have to like grind and craft all this stuff. But boy, having the Aquila, the Emperor's Aquila on all your Rust barrels, it's kind of nice. It requires the base game Rust on Steam to play. Came out on the 23rd of October from Face Punch Studios. And if you haven't heard my story about Rust, I'll just reiterate it here. The very first time I played, I dropped in with my good friend Joel, and the very first thing that happened to us after we woke up naked on the beach was another naked running at us, screaming the N-word over voiceover protocol and smashing my face in with a rock. That was my welcome to Rust. And then Rust was pretty much like that. That was pretty much the Rust experience for the next 15 years or however long it's been. Yeah, so this is $17. Come on. What? How much is that Games Workshop license, bro? This is $5 at best. No way. What all do you get? You get a hazmat suit, a backpack, a chainsword, a shotgun, and storage containers, exactly what we saw in the screenshots. You don't own it, really. It just exists in virtual space. If you happen to craft up the stuff that oh my goodness, $17. That's how much a normal full-priced 20-hour video game experience should be. What are we doing, Face Punch? How greedy are we? Yeah, we already know you're yacht rich. We know it. The Face Punch Studio is yacht rich, guaranteed, and they're just milking it. Well, I mean, that's how capitalism works, isn't it? Fuck off. Once Upon a Katamari. This is the gayest game you'll see all day, and it's not even trying to be. Katamari Damacy. People trying to fool themselves into thinking that this isn't queer-coded. It 100% is one of the gayest things you will ever play. Kind of interesting, though. Very frustrating. Like, I have multiple versions of this. I've played them on multiple systems, and you just rolling up things in the environment. I don't know. It was kind of interesting the first couple of times, but not the sort of game I'd sit down to 100% complete. I guess there's co-op in this now. I don't know. Once upon a time, a Katamari rolled through both past and present. In this story across time, the adage endures, let the good times roll. Now onward through new worlds to roll up thy heart's desires and restore the stars. Didn't we do that already? Isn't it done? I guess not. 23rd of October was the release from Ren Game and your friends over there at Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. They want $53.50 for this. What are you talking about? This is going to be in a humble bundle in a year, I guarantee it. Uh-huh. Maybe even sooner than that. I mean, it's the same damn game that was on PlayStation all those years ago. Like they haven't really done anything. The thing with that everything's super brightly lit and flat looking. It's kind of a neat aesthetic, but at the same time you realize, well, this is actually the laziest ass 3D I've ever seen. Anyways, like I said, you're in a ball, you roll stuff up, you get cosmetics, yada yada. It's not worth that money. Get out of here. Wait, is there actually co-op? Was I right about that? Compete in Celestial 4-player Katamari Ball. Conquer the game of Katamari Ball, a galactic sport of choice across the cosmos. Compete online against cousins around the world. Yeah. It's not just queer-coded, it's weird-coded. Hone your skills with scintillating offline play against CPU opponents. All right, I'm good with that. I played the hell out. I still got it on disc somewhere. Uncompleted, by the way. Tormented Souls 2? Okay. Another person who played one of the Resident Evils that featured a female protagonist and decided to make their own, and there it is. Why are we this woman? I don't know. I don't want to be a woman. I really don't. Maybe I do. Maybe it's all just closeted projection. That's all that's coming out here. That my misogyny is really the fact that I want to be a woman. Caroline Walker returns in the sequel to the award-winning survival horror classic. Wait, there was a Tormented Souls 1? I guess there was, if they're putting 2 on this. Explore the decaying remains of the secluded Villa Hess. Use improvised weapons to confront terrifying creatures and bend the fabric of reality to save your sister from a twisted cult. Oh, they're turning that whole thing on its head. You're a woman saving her sister. Wowee. Came out on the 23rd of October from Dual Effect, published by PQ, but there is a demo if you want to try before you buy, and you should because it's $40. I don't know. And there's a deluxe edition that includes some skimpy outfits. Great. We're doing a real throwback here, aren't we? I mean, it's fine, whatever, objectify them. They're just digital characters. It's not like they can complain, right? They're not real. They're fictional. They don't exist. Do what you want with them. Yeah, so it's Resident Evil for 2023, and we're creatively bankrupt because we can't come up with any new ideas of our own, so we steal Capcom's, which is fine because Capcom stole those ideas from somewhere else, and it's just a big chain of theft all the way down. Plants vs. Zombies replanted. What are we doing here? What is with the throwbacks today? It's Plants vs. Zombies. Okay, not sure what the upgrade is. This looks exactly how I remember it looking on my iPad. Great game, though. Excellent game design. Fantastic. Made PopCap a billion, zillion, trillion dollars. And here it is to make them some more. The classic Plants vs. Zombies returns in glorious high definition. The original battle between plants and zombies is back, bigger, brighter, and crazier than ever before. Experience the game that started it all, now remastered with stunning HD graphics and packed with new secrets and content to uncover. I don't know, if you're stunned by this, you live a very closeted existence. You might want to open the window once in a while. This came out on the 23rd of October, but it didn't really. It came out like 15 years ago, and they're just milking it. PopCap Games, The Lost Pixels, published by everybody's favorite independent company, Electronic Arts. They want $30 for this. I guess $1 for every year since the game came out. And I mean, there it is. If you never played the original, you can probably get it for 99 cents on your iPad. Or maybe you can't. Maybe Electronic Arts delisted all the old versions, so now you're stuck getting this one. Was this not 99 cents on iPad? I'm pretty sure it was back in the day. All right. Inflation is crazy. Pacific Drive Whispers in the Woods. I've had Pacific Drive installed on my hard drive for months now, telling myself every time I sit down on my computer, I'm going to play it. This is the day I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. I've wanted to play it. I've been excited about it, and I just don't. I don't know why. And now they've got a DLC. Well, so I could have waited. It's probably on an even deeper discount than when I originally bought it. Anyways, DLC for Pacific Drive, which is a zone type game, but you have a car that you control, and you have to like really deal with the maintenance of the car, the wheels and the engines and all that stuff, while driving around these desolate. I would love the idea turns me on. I'm rock hard right now just thinking about it, but I just can't get into it. I've got Destiny 2 to grind. Come on now. This came out on the 23rd of October from Ironwood Studios and Kepler Interactive. They want 1950 for it, and I don't want to spoil myself with it, but I get it. It's a DLC for a game that I probably should have played when I bought it 6 months ago. Fucking hell. Pizza Death Delivery. Oh, that's clever. Co-op slop, and you got to deliver pizzas and run a pizza business, and it looks kind of retarded, honestly. Like, this is a dreamscape. This is the liminal space right here. These are going to be the liminal games of the future. It's like, remember all those weird little indie, lo-fi, low-effort video games? Yeah, that's what haunts my nightmares. Alone or up to 6 players deliver pizzas to the survivors of a city where an oppressive mist has turned almost everyone into monstrous creatures. Ooh. Came out on the 23rd of October from Makusa Games, self-published. They want $7.80 for it. First reasonably priced game of the day. All right, so pick up a pizza, deliver it, spooky stuff happens, and laugh with your friends over voice over internet protocol, whatever of your choice. Okay, I'm good. Dark Hours. Now here's another one. It's literally the previous game, but with slightly better asset packs. Co-op slop where you're doing a heist, but there's spooky monsters after you. Is that the deal? Dark Hours is a co-op survival horror game for up to 4 players. Your heist has been disrupted by a supernatural. Why don't you just make them like up to 100 players? Like, what are we capping at 4? Seriously, you want to push the envelope with the co-op slop? Make it up to 100 players. I know you don't have 100 friends to play with, but you know, at least the live streamers will have a good time. Your heist has been disrupted by a supernatural event, and your team of robbers is now trapped with an evil entity. Forget your plan, your mission is to survive. So they played Payday and Phantasmagoria once and just mashed them together. Nice. Explore and cooperate to find a way out or hide and wish for daylight. It came out on the 23rd of October from Piece of Cake Studios, self-published alongside Kepler Ghost. There is a demo. They want $19.50 for it, and there's a roadmap because the game's not quite done. Great. Wonderful. It's co-op slop. I mean, it's exactly what it said. In the splash copy, there's escalating difficulty, replayability, 3 difficulty modes. So wait, so the game escalates in difficulty as you play, and you choose your difficulty from the start. It's kind of a weird messaging, but all right. There are different locations. How many? They don't even list them. 2? 2? There's customization for your character. The game contains flashing lights and other content that might not be appropriate for your young children. All right, I'm good. Onirism. All right, you're a little girl. I don't want to be a little girl. She's got a shotgun. That's even more scary. And yeah, you're this little girl. And not sure why. She's riding a Harley. She's using a shotgun. What was this? The little girl asset pack on Epic Fab. And they just slapped it all together. There's first person shooting and exploring a big world. What is this? This game goes all over the place. You're underwater, you're in the ice. Huh. All right, dive into the dreamy world of Kriaria in Onirism. Join Carol on a magical quest to find her lost plushie Bun Bun. Yeah, there's a self-insert right there. This is probably someone who's never seen the light of day and wishes they were a little girl. Use quirky gadgets and I can smell their bedroom from here. Just can you not? Use quirky gadgets and wild weapons as you embark on a spellbinding journey through fantastical worlds where you'll battle cunning and colorful foes in thrilling high-intensity combat. Came out on the 23rd of October from Crimson Tales, published by Shoreline Games. They want $20.50 for it. Welcome to the world of Onirism. Massive adventure. It seems that way. There's a lot of artwork here, and I'm pretty sure it was actually not machine generated. There's 21 unique levels spread over 10 chapters, packed with secrets, puzzles, and bizarre creatures. Of course, not everyone you meet wants to be your friend. I like how she's just invincible, just standing in the middle of getting her ass beat. 301 unique enemies. That's an insane amount of enemies. And do they all have the same zombie AI on them? Probably. That's another thing that you notice on a long enough timeline, that the biggest weakness in most games is the way that the enemies behave. They just run at you and attack you, or they'll maybe try to hide when you aim at them. That's it. Again, playing through Destiny 2, which game's ancient now, and has some of the best, like on par with Half-Life 2, routines for the enemies. They'll run and hide. They'll run away from you. They'll dodge for cover. They'll slip and slide away from you. It's beautiful. I love playing against the enemy, and because it makes you mad. It pisses you off when they dodge your bullets. And then you just feel that much more satisfied when you finally pop their heads. But most AI, and I hate using that word. We gotta stop using that word because it's not real. There is no artificial intelligence. It doesn't exist. If artificial intelligence is zombie enemies running towards you, then I mean, it's not intelligence at all, is it? Right? It's just artificial. But yeah, okay. Listen, whatever. Fucking, what am I doing? Wasting time with this. I don't want to be this young little girl. I don't. I don't. And it stars a bunch of voice actors who've been looking for work for years. Fuck. Fine. Good. Here it is for you. Give it to your little niece. Dark Blade Ascent. Yeah, going from that to this. This is more my speed, sure. I mean, but even this is kind of like whatever. I mean, I've got Skyrim already. What is this? You've got a bunch of skill trees, look pretty limited. Looks like a machine was very heavily helping with the development process. Yeah, it's somebody's version of Skyrim, sort of. A little bit darker, a little bit grimmer. Is there city building in it? Fast-paced first-person melee roguelike role-playing game with randomly generated weapons and upgrades, unlockable new classes, and persistent leveling. Yeah, this randomly generated weapons and upgrades tell me that they hit a roadblock with their development process and just needed to come up with shit randomly. Hack and slash your way through atmospheric dark fantasy locations, unique monsters, and bosses. Because hand rolling something and actually applying, your creativity to it is hard. It's hard. It's a lot of work. And most developers don't have the stomach for that work. This came out on the 23rd of October from PST Games, self-published. They want $14 for it. Well, that's kind of reasonable. Fluid and strategic melee combat with tight controls. I mean, Skyrim. Randomly generated weapons and upgrades, unique classes with individual talent trees, atmospheric dark fantasy locations. Persistent character progression. Death is not the end. Well, it's roguelike. You said that already. Unique enemies and bosses. Oh, AI-generated content. Some UI elements and icons have been made using machines. And you know that if they used a machine for that, they probably used a machine for other things. Okay, the game is set in a fictional dark fantasy world where players engage in fights with monsters and sometimes human-looking monsters. I meet a lot of those on my daily walks. Players dispatch of enemies using an assortment of melee weapons such as swords, axes, spears, and spells. The game shows ragdoll animations and red effects that might resemble blood. That might be blood, or he might just have a jar of jam in his pocket that you smashed when you rammed your broadsword through him. I'm good. Bounty Star. All right, and we go to mechs now and farming. Okay, is this what is this exactly? Farming and mechs, and you're some strong butch lesbian's wet dream. Okay, great. Bounty Star is an over-the-shoulder 3D action game that marries mech combat and customization with farming and base building, because that's what the kids are asking for. I wish my farm game had a mech in it. Isn't there one like that already that came out quite... Yeah, it was on Game Pass. I don't know if it made it to full release or not, but you were in a giant mech and you had farming and shit. The player takes on the role of a broken but powerful ex-soldier named Clem. She's a war veteran, a talented fighter, and an expert mech pilot. I mean, again, it's fantasy, right? It's complete pure fiction. You could do whatever you want. It's not a documentary. Okay. Came out on the 23rd of October from Dino God and Annapurna Interactive, pushing that narrative. It's on Game Pass, and they want $32.50 for the full thing. It's got a lot of screen shake in it. Boy, oh boy. Nothing gets my goat more than screen shake. Become a bounty hunter, repair and upgrade your homestead, and that's it. Frequent vulgarity, mature mental illness themes. You don't say. You don't say that a game where an ex-soldier woman is filled with mental illness. Yeah. Oh, what a shock. Fantasy violence with low blood and depictions of alcohol, tobacco, and hallucinogen use. All right. I'm sure it's incredible. If Annapurna picked it up, there's probably a great narrative in here. Give it to your niece and turn her into a lesbian. Malice. All right. What is this little deck builder? Oh God. Okay, it's queer coded, and not sure what. I don't even want to think about this really. Explore, endure, and expel evil from innocence on your hunt through a corrupted city. As Noah, former priest turned demon hunter, you'll perform exorcisms, forge precarious alliances, and strengthen your deck of arcane tricks in this unholy roguelite deck builder. Came out on the 23rd of October from Summerfall Studios, self-published. They want $19.50 for this. And written by David Gator, former BioWare lead writer on Dragon Age series, back when Dragon Age was good, but not really. I read the prequel novel for Dragon Age Origins because I was so excited for it. I ordered Gator's little novel, and it wasn't great. No, I didn't like it. I mean, it was very pretentious and went all over the place, and the writing was uneven. I wouldn't call David Gator a big sell. Like seeing his name on stuff isn't going to get me excited about it, but it's there. They thought it was, and so here you go. Light the way, expose. Demons hide within their hosts to maintain their power, so you got to do an exorcism. And then once they come out, ooh, spooky, you can use your cards to beat them. But it's still a deck builder at heart. You play cards, things happen, exciting. And then it's a roguelike. Great, wonderful. A variety of playable cards with custom art, hellish menagerie of demons, numerous adaptive stories, a new world and characters from David Gator. Great. The world's been waiting for that. A deeply reactive soundscape that shifts and changes based on your choices, and much more. Stay up to date on all of our social medias. Oh, look at this. The mature content description is more interesting than the game copy. Malice has themes that could be confronting, unnerving, or a little scary for some players. Most of the unnerving content in Malice is in written content that can be skipped at any time. Don't worry, your modern gamer doesn't read unless it's voice acted. But there are some visual depictions that may unsettle some people. Malice is not overtly gory or violent, but does have unnerving themes and undertones of horror. Think supernatural, not hereditary. Okay. Demonic, Hereditary wasn't that scary. Come on now. It was implied. Demonic imagery and themes, language, smoking, alcohol use, death, mentions of death, dying, or deceased individuals. This is a full on modern disclaimer. Like they're trying to get us to do. I recently graduated from creative writing in university, and there was so much focus on making your reader comfortable and explaining ahead of time all of the potentially triggering content that might be in there. And why is it that we've just had to do this in like the last 10 years? When we went 20,000 years of literature, it was fine. You pick up a book, you read a few pages, and if you don't like it, you put it down again. Now you got to spoil the whole story ahead of time so that people don't get their feelings hurt. Bro, the softening of the human race is astounding to me. We're really going to end up like the humans in Wall-E in a long enough time. I just have that feeling, and it's not the way to go. And then an alien race will come along, one with a pointy, with a nail in a board, and just kill us all. Anyways, children, and then maybe that's what we deserve. Children in peril, text and visual depictions of children who are possessed or under the threat of possession and therefore in danger of death. Oh no, David Gator wants kids to die. Headline, News at 11. Graphic descriptions, written descriptions that are horror-themed, harrowing, or could be unsettling to the reader. And suicide, content related to suicide is present in the game. Man, content related to suicide is present in every single thought I have. But yeah, here you go. Another game from David Gator. Looks Gator. Right, okay, we're good. 19,259 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.